So I asked before if my child's going to lose their personality, become a zombie if they start on these medications. Is that your experience?
Yeah, so the kind of zombie effect is one of parents' main concerns around medicines for ADHD, and there's a lot in the media around that, and I think it's kind of, I think it's overblown to some extent. So the psychiatrist's view on it is that at high doses, children can become overfocused and become flat, and that's not a helpful place to be. Um, but parents and psychiatrists and pediatricians are very conscious of that. And if people do lose their personality and become zombie-like or those sorts of things, it invariably means the dose is too high, and the dose can be reduced. And those things are completely reversible. If you stop the medicine, the next day your kid's no longer in that state. Um, so I think there's a lot of hype around it and a lot of fear for parents because of that. But for psychiatrists, it's not really a concern. You know, we just think some people metabolize these things a bit slowly and they will accumulate. These adverse effects at quite low doses, where other people won't get them until very high doses. It's just basically a dose effect.
So there isn't a kg to dose kind of chart you can follow with kids with this
There's
stuff?
general guidelines for dose, but about 4 or 5% of the population metabolize methylphenidate very slowly, and just the enzyme system within their liver. And you don't know who that is. Increasingly, that might become available because you can do blood tests for these things and test for various enzyme action. But at the moment, we don't have that. We have to go on how people respond. Um, and similarly, dexamphetamine is metabolized by different enzymes. And about 20% of the population metabolize very, very quickly and they'll burn through it. And most people just average range. And then you get some people who are extremely sensitive to that and will get adverse effects at really low doses. And so it's just quite variable. And it's something that psychiatrists are very aware of.
And do you have maximum doses that you must not exceed?
So yeah, there are guidelines around maximum dose. So for methylphenidate, the Ritalin type medicines, it's usually 60 milligrams for children and adolescents. For adults, maximum dose is around 72 milligrams, but sometimes that will be exceeded. Um, and dexamphetamine is 40 milligrams. But yeah, 40 milligrams of dexamphetamine is a pretty solid dose. So yeah, I haven't had a kid on more than 60 milligrams of methylphenidate for many years.